to the Africa Briefing Podcast. I'm Jon Offei-Ansah. Today, I want to talk to you about something much bigger than lithium. Yes, we are starting with Ghana's plan to refine lithium domestically, but this isn't really just about minerals. It's about a moment, a reckoning, a line in the red African soil. Because once again, Africa finds itself standing at a crossroads, caught between the allure of short-term gains and the hunger for long-term transformation. And Ghana, our Ghana, is right there, staring down one of the most important industrial decisions in its recent history. Here's the situation. The Natural Resource Governance Institute, or NRGI for short, recently published a report. For those unfamiliar, the NRGI is a global non-profit think tank dedicated to improving the governance of oil, gas, and mineral resources, especially in developing nations. It provides independent research, technical assistance, and policy advice with the goal of helping countries turn their natural wealth into sustainable development. They are widely respected in policy circles, but like any institution, their analyses are shaped by certain economic frameworks. It's ringing alarm bells about Ghana's plan to build a lithium refinery. According to the report, refining lithium at home could cost Ghana up to $500 million in lost revenue. They argue we should just export the raw concentrates, as so many others have before us, and watch from the sidelines while the real money gets made elsewhere. Now, on paper, their logic makes sense. Ghana doesn't yet have the scale. We don't have the low-cost capital of China. We don't have the refining infrastructure that's already been established in other parts of the world. So why risk it? Why not play it safe? But let me ask you something. When has playing it safe ever transformed a nation? When has risk avoidance ever built an industrial economy? Let's take a moment to listen to a voice that's been cutting through the noise. Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, President of the African Development Bank. Speaking at the 14th convocation of the National Open University of Nigeria just last week, he laid it bare, and I quote, "The export of raw materials is the door to poverty. The export of value-added products is the highway to wealth, and Africa is tired of being poor," unquote. That's it. That's the essence of what's at stake. For decades, we've watched our minerals leave our ports in raw, unprocessed form. We've watched the same materials come back to us, repackaged, refined, priced higher, without any of the value staying in our economies. We've watched industries built on our backs, jobs created in cities we'll never see, wealth accumulated in capitals we'll never visit, while our youth queue up for visas or disappear into informal work, their potential wasted. Ghana wants to break that cycle, and for that, it deserves more than skepticism. It deserves support. Let's be fair. NGRI raises valid concerns. Refining lithium isn't cheap. The margins are thin. The global competition is fierce. They are not wrong about the economics. but they are wrong about the vision. Because this moment isn't about whether Ghana can make a few hundred million in the next few years. It's about whether we control the next phase of the global energy economy, or whether we get left behind again. And lithium isn't just any mineral. It's the linchpin of the clean energy revolution. It powers electric vehicles, batteries, grids. It's the heart of the green industrial age. So when Ghana says it wants to refine lithium right here on its own soil, it's not making a narrow fiscal decision. It's making a sovereign strategic move. As Adesina also said at the same event, and I quote again, Africa must chart its future, relying not on the benevolence of others, but on its own determination for self-reliance. Produce local, buy local, trade more locally. It's a roadmap, a rallying cry, and Ghana is answering it. Let's not forget where we've come from. We've spent decades mining gold, bauxite, manganese, oil, and exporting it raw. In return, we've imported dependency, inflation, and structural adjustments. We've remained vulnerable to commodity shocks and foreign currency shortages. Meanwhile, the real wealth, the manufacturing, the patents, the innovation was happening elsewhere. Now we have a chance to do it differently. Ghana's lithium is an opportunity to rewrite the script, to take control of the value chain, to train our own engineers, build our own refineries, and yes, eventually manufacture our own batteries. Now, does that mean we should pour billions into a mega refinery tomorrow? No. We should be strategic, faced, smart. Ghana can start small, build modular refining capacity, attract public-private partnerships, PPP, collaborate with countries and companies looking to diversify away from China. And let's not forget, market dynamics are shifting. Western nations want new supply chains. Investors want ethical sourcing. Automakers want stability. And Ghana offers all three. But only if we dare to invest in ourselves. NRGI says, and I quote, mine and monitor. I say build and lead. Because if we wait for perfect conditions, they will never come. And while we hesitate, others will move. Let me speak directly to those in policy, industry and academia who may still be on the fence. This is not just about refining lithium. It's about what we believe is possible for Africa. It's about telling our children that we chose to do the hard thing, the right thing, when the easy path was right there. It's about finally building the kind of economy that can withstand global shocks. One that exports brilliance, not just raw materials. It's about the future, and the future will be made by those who manufacture it, literally. Ghana is trying to manufacture that future, not just mine it, not just watch it pass by. This is our chance to be part of the new industrial revolution, not as spectators, but as builders. As Adesina so powerfully put it, and I quote again, Africa's natural capital is grossly undervalued. Re-estimating our wealth could unlock financial resources and redefine our global economic standing, unquote. And lithium is part of that wealth. And refining it at home is part of that redefinition. Ghana may lose some revenue in the short term, but it stands to gain something far more valuable: capability, credibility, and control. So to those who say we can't compete, watch us. To those who say it's too soon, look again. And to those who say Africa must stay in its place, we say our place is at the top of the value chain. I'm Jon Offei-Ansah, and this has been the Africa Briefing Podcast. Until next time, keep questioning, keep building, and keep Africa first while keeping hope alive. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.